And welcome back, race fans, to Right Rear Racing. I'm your host, Donnie Watts. We're bringing you the Western States Dwarf Choir Association iRacing League. They're taking on the 410s at Lernerville. And tonight's race at Lernerville is going to be sponsored by the Real Race Wives of Texas. Thank you again for tuning in here. As these drivers have about 3 more minutes of their warm-up session here. The first race tonight was at Port Royal with the 06 of Pipe winning it, followed by the 4M of Mason Mock. And from my understanding, these drivers will be running for $150 to win, $100 for second, and $50 for third. It looks like we have 6 drivers making the call tonight for this big money race here. And after their warm-up session's over with, we're going to jump into our qualifying. And the heat race is going to be, the top 4 is going to be inverted, and the main event is going to be a 6-car invert. So that'll be a full car invert tonight. And you see that 13 machine of Chris Olson getting right on that outside berm with his right rear. Hopefully no one goes over the edge tonight just like that. And as soon as I said that as well, Landon went over the edge in 3 and 4. Again, thank you for tuning in here. We're going to be having some merchandise available soon on the Right Rear Racing Facebook page. And thank you for following, as we have surpassed that 300 mark on Facebook. Now can we get over the 100 mark on YouTube side? I think the only person on the track right now is Landon. And he's getting her to bite and dig out there on the outside. It's always that 1 and 2 entrance right there. We'll go ahead and take a look around the track. You see that we have kind of 2 lanes going there. The very top side, where you kind of run the middle line, as this is, I believe, 1 and 2. And they should be getting the checker flags for their warm-up session. The question is, who's going to park it at this victory lane here tonight for the $150 purse for winning the race? I should say it's a $300 purse with $150 for the winner. And that's going to conclude your warm-up session for tonight. We're going to go straight into our qualifying. And who's going to go on the track first? That is the question. It's going to be Mason in that 01 machine. As he pulls out of the pits and comes out onto the track, he should be getting his green flag. He's wanting to run that high side in 1 and 2. He's coming down the back straightaway, running the high side as well. And he just got the green flag. I thought they gave the green flag as soon as you put on the track. He's coming out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. He's getting that high side going with his right rear right on that cushion. As he comes out turn 4, he's going to get his first lap. His first lap time is going to be a 13:70. As he comes down the back straightaway, he's looking to make it even faster this time around as he's coming out turn number 4. And as he comes out 4, he's going to set a lap time of 13:52. That's going to put him at the top of the board currently. Chris Olson had issues on his qualifying. we're going to follow with Caden Smith in that 26 machine. I believe he just got the green flag for his first lap, as he's going to be running more of that mid top line, as Merrick Pipe's going to top the leaderboard just for a little bit by Caden Smith in that 26 machine. He's going to hit the quick time with a 13:12. And he's coming out of turn 4. He's trying to get faster here this time around. And his second time is going to be a 13:23, the same time that Pipe ran for his second lap. We're following with Landon Budnick. And he's going off the back end of the track. I'm going to reset and try over again. Same for Mason Mock. And that's going to be the tricky one, is 1 and 2, trying to stay on the track and not push your slider way too much or drive it in too hard on the top side and slide off the track. As the 4M of Mason Mock comes back on the track, we also have Chris Olson coming back on and Landon Budnick. As Mason Mock comes out of turn 2 down the back straightaway, he's looking for this green flag for his first lap for qualifying. As he's getting that mid slider line going, he's going to be going down the back straightaway, entering turn 3, getting the high side going there, coming on 4, kind of crossed up just a little bit as on his exit, and that's going to put him at third with a 13:39. And he bobbled coming out of turn 2 on his second lap, and here on his second lap he's going to get a 13:48, which is still going to be putting him at third for the time being. Landon Budnick in the 25 machine, his first lap was a 13:43. His second lap is going to be a 13:48, still going to put him in fourth. We're still waiting on 13 of Chris Olson to make it on the track. And currently it's the 26 of Caden Smith on the point with a 13:12, followed by the 06 of Pipe with a 13:23. And that's going to conclude your qualifying for tonight. Mason Mock in that 4M machine is going to be third. Landon Budnick will be fourth. Mason Yeager in fifth, and Chris Olson rounds out the field for qualifying. And we're going to go to heat race number 1. And it's starting lineup for heat race number 1 with the top 4 being inverted. It's going to be Landon Budnick starting on the pole with the 25 machine. The 4M of Mason Mock on his outside. Row number 2 is going to be Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine. On his outside is going to be the 26 of Caden Smith. And the last row for your heat race number 1 is going to be Mason Yeager in that 1 machine. And on his outside is going to be the 13 of Chris Olson. And as I'm looking at the field right now, it looks like Budnick did not make the call for heat race number 1. As the drivers get the road up green flag, we're going to go green flag racing next time around as the pace truck lights are off. The field is going to be led by Pipe in that 06 machine, as he leads us down the back straightaway. It's going to be a 10-lap heat race here. And we got the green flag, and we have contact on the start here. Pipe is going to be leading us in turn number 1. Mason Yeager in that 1 machine is going to be sitting second. Chris Olson is going to be third. Caden Smith is fourth, and Mason Mock is going to be battling on the inside for that 4th position. As the battle's right here for the 4th position between these 2 drivers. And it's still Pipe on the point, followed by Mason Yeager. and Chris Olson. And as soon as I make that move there, the 4M of Mason Mock, he moves into that fourth position. He's going to be making it interesting for third. And as soon as I say that, the 13 machine of Chris Olson ends up getting loose up there on the high side. And he's pretty loose there coming out of 4. We're going to go up to the leader as these drivers have spaced out just a little bit here. It's been piped since the drop of the green as we reach the halfway point of this race. As you see, pipes just right on the outside cushion there. And we're having the blinking issue still. And we have Mason Yeager in that one machine, followed by the 4M of Mason Mock. Will round out your top 3. And Tommy Mock, I'd say the same thing for me, man. That is past my bedtime as well. As we're rounding out the last few laps of this race, Pipe should be getting a white flag this time around as we have one more lap around. The Landon Budnick goes off the track in front of the leaders. And it's not going to be an issue for Pipe as he goes into 3. Comes out of turn number 4. He's going to take the checker flag for your heat race number 1, followed by Mason Yeager and Mason Mock rounds out your top 3. And the rest of your field is going to be Chris Olson finishing 4th. And sorry about that. It's Chris Olson finishing 4th. Landon Budnick is going to round out your top 5, and Caden Smith is going to round out your field. As these drivers have a 2-minute warm-up session. Until we go to our 30-lap main event, where the winner will take home $150. If the second place finisher will take home $100, and third will take home $50. And it's going to be a 6-car invert, so it's going to be a full field invert here for your main event. And again, thank you to the Real Race Wives of Texas for sponsoring this race to have the payout the way it is. And your first race of the night, that was at Port Royal. Mason Klein Motorsports sponsored a free wrap to the winner. As we near the last few seconds of this warm-up session, go ahead and get ready for your main event tonight. If the track stays the same, it's going to be very dicey, where we have a bottom lane, and that top line will be actually pretty sketchy for some of these drivers here. And your starting lineup for your main event tonight, you're going to have Caden Smith in that 26 machine on the pole, On his outside is going to be Landon Budnick in that 25. Row 2 is going to be Chris Olson in that 13 machine. On his outside is going to be the 4M of Mason Mock. And rounding out the field here is going to be Mason Yeager in that 1 machine. And Merrick Pipe in the 06 machine rounds out the field. And right now is the time to get into the chat and tell me who you're cheering for. Who do you think's going to win as well? And the question to the parents that are watching tonight, are they going to keep the money, or is that money going into your pocket to help pay for their iRacing? As the pace truck lights are off, the 26 of Caden Smith's going to lead us around out of turn 2, waiting for that green flag as he comes out of turn number 4. As the 26 of Caden Smith brings us out of turn 4, he's getting that green flag. And Landon Budnick's going to get a good jump, but he hits that outside wall with his right side. The 4M of Mason Mock, he's going to push in second. The 26 goes on the outside as Mason Mock is going to come out of turn number 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. And we have the first caution coming out as Pipe crashed there. And you see the Mason Mock goes on the outside there. As we look at Merrick Pipe here. And that 06 machine there, 3 wide. And we make contact right there coming out turn 2. And that's your first caution for tonight's 30-lap main event. As these drivers are waiting for the pace truck to come around. It's going to be Landon Budnick on the point. It should be original restart if I'm not mistaken. And I could be wrong, though. And how much can that get you there, Tommy? As it's going to be Caden Smith in that 26 machine on the point, followed by Landon Budnick. 13 of Chris Olson. The 4M of Mason Mock. I know Mock did not want to see that caution, as he got a good start there. They're getting the rolled up green flag. That means we're going to go green flag racing next time around, as the pace truck lights are off as well. As we go to a single file restart. And it's going to be Caden Smith in that 26 machine leading the field down the back straightaway. He's ready to hit that loud pedal. The field is bunched up right behind him, ready to go as well. And we get right in that start zone. The 26 is going to hit that loud pedal. Get a good jump this time as he goes into turn number 1, running that high side. We have Landon Budnick getting that grass on the turn 1 and 2. The 13 of Chris also makes contact. Here comes Mason Mock. He's going to be looking on the inside of turn 3 and 4 for that second place position. As he took over the second place, here comes Landon Budnick. He's looking down low, still racing for that second place position. As we're following along with the 4M and the 25, as those two are battling it out, as the 4M closes up on Caden Smith in that 26 machine. We're going to go back and look at Pipe here, as Pipe is getting that low line going just a little bit, as all these drivers have reeled in. Your leader, here comes the slide jaw for lead. The 4M and Mason Mock, He's going to clear it and take over the position coming out of turn number 2 as they go in 3. And coming out 4, we have a new leader this lap. And as soon as all that is happening, Pipe is getting that low side going. He's currently sitting in 3rd. And we got Landon Budnick and Mason doing some slide jobs back here, throwing them back and forth between each other. And this is battle for 4th position. And we're going to go back up here with Pipe, as I believe he's side by side coming out of turn number 4 with the 26. This is going to be battle for 2nd. As they go in turn number 1, the 6 machine's getting that low side going. I thought he was going to do a slide job. He cleared them there as they come down the back straightaway in turn number 3. The 26 is getting the high side going here. And Pipe's going to take over your 2nd position. The 26 of Caden Smith's getting the high side rolling for him as we will be reaching 10 laps down into this event. Pipe's trying to reel in Mason Mock of that 4M machine. And we're going to go back here. I believe these drivers, the 13 of Chris Olson's going to be in 4th. And he's trying to reel in the 25 of Landon Budnick. And we're looking for possibly a slide job this time around as Landon closes the door for that slide job. And give him one more lap here as they both make contact with the outside wall. Here comes 13. He's looking down low. He's going to take over that 4th position coming out of turn number 4. We're going to go back up to the lead, see what's going on there as Pipe is slowly reeling in Mason Mock. And we're going to have our 2nd caution of the night. I know Mason Mock did not want to see that as the pace truck comes in and does a wheelie coming in turn 4 there. We're going to go back and take a look at Landon Budnick. As he comes out of turn 2, he's sideways, corrects it, goes in 3 and 4, and makes contact with the 13 of Chris Olson. And that's going to bring out the caution. And the 4M of Mason Mock's going to be on the point, followed by Pipe in that 06 machine and Caden Smith in the 26. The 13 of Chris Olson is going to be 4th. The 1 of Mason Yeager in 5th. And rounding out the field is going to be Landon Budnick in the 25 machine. As the driver's got the rolled up green flag, we're going to go green flag racing next time around. And Tommy, yes, he did. He got that left front off of there, didn't he? As Mason Mock leads us down the back straightaway, he's going to hit that loud pedal going in turn 3 and get a good jump here. With a 06 trying to reel him back in after that start. Followed by Caden Smith, the 13 of Chris Olson. As Olson kind of reels 3rd place in. Here comes Mason Yeager. You're looking down low on your screen. Now we have the 26 of Caden Smith in 3rd and the 13 of Chris Olson in 4th. As we've reached the halfway point of this race. And Caden Smith is putting a little space between him and Chris. And as soon as I say that, here comes Chris closing that gap a little bit. As Chris is looking down low. But Caden's going to get that momentum coming out of turn 2. As they go down the back straightaway, going in turn 3. And Caden's got a little sideways there as he entered. That's going to allow Chris to close the door. And Chris Olson's looking down low. Again, this is your battle for 3rd on the screen between the 26 and the 13. As the 13 is going to look down low, the 26 is going to close that door as well. And we got a battle for your race lead up there. I just seen it up there. And Pipe's going to take the outside. And the 4M is going to hit that grass going in 3. He's going to almost spin it, but he corrected it. And we have a new leader this time around. That's going to be Pipe taking the lead with only 10 laps remaining. And hopefully Pipe's internet connection stays connected and does not disconnect him as he's leading this race now. And we're going to go back here with the 26 and the 13 again. These are your battle for 3rd. And it's going to be a 3-car battle between these 3. The 26, the 13, and the 1 as they go in turn number 1. The 26 of Caden Smith's trying to hold off these two drivers as the one goes in hot in turn 3. He's going to hit the back bumper of Chris Olson in that 13 machine and go off the outside of the track there. And that's going to bring out your caution with only 6 laps remaining. And we're going to go back and take a look at it and see what happened there as we were kind of watching it already. Coming out of turn 2, you see Mason's running that high side there, getting a good momentum, just drove it in a little bit too hard with another guy right there in front of him. And we got the rolled up green flag. We're going to go racing next time around and pipe in that 6 machine. He's going to be leading us out turn 2 and to the green flag. As we're led down the back straightaway by Pipe, he's hitting that loud pedal as he enters turn 3. And Pipe's going to get a good jump there as Mason Mock is going to try to reel him in after that start. Caden Smith is going to be sitting in 3rd, followed by Chris Olson in 4th. The 1 machine is going to be back in 5th, and Landon Budnick's going to round out the field. It looked like Mock bobbled just a little bit there. And thank you for liking the stream there, Brian. And we're bobbling coming out of turn 4 as we're watching Mason Mock. And these drivers are kind of spaced out a little bit. Try to go to Pipe there, but he's still blinking in and out as we reach the last 3 laps of this race. And the closest battle on we have another caution coming out. And that caution is going to be on Landon Budnick. As we take a look at what happened here, he comes out of turn 4, bobbles it, corrects it, hits that outside wall, and then spins her going into turn 1. And that's going to bring out the caution there. And for the closing laps here, it's going to be the 06 leading the field, followed by the 4M, the 26, the 13, the 1, and the 25. And Pipe keeps getting those good restarts there on Mason Mock, it looks like. But Mason Mock gets a good restart on Caden Smith. They're getting the rolled up green flag as we have one more time around. And Tommy, you can go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong, but all 6 of these guys, they race together in real life, correct? As we go in turn 3, the pace truck is off. And Pipe glitched there just a little bit. We're going to hit the loud pedal and go green flag racing this time around. Mason Mock bobbled there on the start coming out 4. Here comes Mason Yeager down low. He's going to get a 2-for-1 deal as he enters turn number 1. And then he ends up hitting the back of Mason Mock on the exit of turn 2 and spun himself around. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that again and see what happened. If I can find... You see Mason Yeager, he's getting that low line going. And he comes out of 2 and just comes up a little bit too high and hits the left rear of Mason Mock. I was making sure before I actually was going to say that Tommy. So thank you for your reply. Again, as I mentioned before on the question, all these drivers they race together in real life. They know each other, and they joke around all the time with each other. As we have the rolled up green flag, we're going to go green flag racing next time around. Still led by Pipe, followed by Mason Mock, and then 26 of Caden Smith. And I know Mason Mock, he's looking for that better start as he's coming out for last time he spun his wheels. And we're going to follow him with Pipe as long as he doesn't lose connection and glitch out. And he's hitting that lob pedal. He's going to lead us to the green. As it's going to be a green-white checker. We're going to be side by side coming out of turn 2 for just a little bit. Merrick's going to get that high side going. As he comes out turn number 4, he's going to be getting the white flag this time around. And Mason Mock is sitting in that second position. Caden Smith hits the outside wall and goes out off turn 1. And we're going to go back up here to your leaders. It's going to be Pipe winning the race, followed by Mock. And then I still have Caden Smith in third as he's coming out turn 4. He hit that outside wall just a little bit there. I say a little bit. He sent her in there. We're going to go back and take a look at that one as well. As he comes out turn number 4, getting the white flag, got loose, hit the outside wall, went in, and just went over that berm just a little bit. And you can see the other 2 drivers right behind him hit that same berm and hit that outside wall there. And again, we're going to hear from your top 3 drivers tonight. And I know that was a interesting finish, as Pipe is the one that took the win, followed by Mason Mock in second, Caden Smith in third, Chris Olson finishes 4th, Mason Yeager finishes in 5th, and Dylan Budnick rounds out the field. Or I'm sorry, that's Landon Budnick. And the first driver that we're going to hear from is Caden Smith. And Caden, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so you ran a good race. How was the track for the feature? Let's start off with that one first.
Yeah, it was really tough because the top was kind of getting drier and the bottom was really good, but my car was just so tight coming off. I just couldn't get it working, and then I just kept getting eaten up by everyone behind me. So I was just kind of struggling there for a little bit, and then every time I got in a rhythm on the top, there caution would come out. So I was just struggling there for a little bit, and then I finally got in a rhythm, and it was pretty good.
And that last lap coming out of 4, take the white flag, I should say. You got a little bit loose coming out of 4 and hit the outside wall. What kind of walk me through what happened there as you came out of turn 4?
Yeah, I was just trying to close the gap and got a little loose, and then pushed up to the wall and hit it. And I got really lucky that the guys behind me wrecked, and luckily still came out third, but I was very lucky there.
Oh yeah, it threw me all off on my side trying to announce it. Like you said, you got loose coming out and walked us through it and everything. Looked like you kind of stepped on that lob pedal just a little bit faster than what you wanted to try to close that gap and spun those tires is what it looked like on my end.
Yeah.
And do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to, man?
Just my dad and my mom for letting me race this, and Mason and Merrick for putting it on, and all the sponsors that helped put up the money. 50 for third is pretty good on our racing, so yeah, I appreciate all you guys.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about that. You do walk away with $50 tonight.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yes, sir.
And I want to thank you for streaming it too as well.
Yep, no problem at all, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. And thank you for taking time to jump over here for a post-race interview. And hopefully we catch you next time here.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And there you have it, your third place finisher of Caden Smith. And next, we're going to hear from Mason Mock. And Mason, are you there, man?
Yes, sir.
And that's the second race in a row tonight that you finished second.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Uh, I was watching the race behind you, battle with, I believe it was Chris Olson and Caden Smith, because y'all had a little bit of a gap between each other, you and Merrick.
Yeah.
Um, kind of walk us through what we missed on the broadcast of how that happened, where Merrick came and passed you, I believe, on the bottom side, or I could be wrong. Just kind of walk me through what happened there.
So, that restart before, after I had, so first lap, we were going through, and I was lucky enough to be able to split between those two cars and get out in the front with a pretty good lead. And then we had a caution come out, and for some reason, it put me back to third or fourth. So I had to get back around those cars again. And it took me a few laps, but I got them. And then we ran, I would say, 10 or 11 laps where Merrick was a second behind me. And it was just me and him out there. And then I don't know what was going on behind Merrick, but after that, there was another caution, and I I will be honest, I started a little early. I should have waited a little bit longer, but uh, tried to go and catch Merrick off guard. But then I would say 5 laps later, I bobbled it on the front stretch and got real loose, and Merrick came around me on the high side. Stuck me down low, and it's hard to run the very bottom at that track. But after that, it was just really playing the catch up game with him.
Yes, sir. And y'all still put on a hell of a show. Again, like I said, I didn't see y'all racing side by side, so I was going to the action that was happening for third behind you. So I just want to kind of know what happened through with that pass there.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I was out there, but then got a little tight exiting 3 and 4, and um, just couldn't handle my car on the straightaway. And Merrick caught up to me and capitalized on my mistake. So
And it seemed like everyone was kind of messing up coming out of four there. Uh,
3 and 4 on this track is it's very tight.
yes, sir.
So especially with 410 sprint cars, it's hard to get through there flat out. So that's where I was working the throttle around the middle because you would get off that corner just at the wall, and at that one time when he passed me, I was just got a little tight and loose. So
Yes, sir. And walking away is still with $100 in your pocket. So congratulations on that.
yeah,
And
$130 payout for the weekend.
yes, that sounds like a good weekend to me.
Yeah,
And
it was amazing.
do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Once again, I want to thank the Real Racewives of Texas for this. I do have one more sponsor that I haven't mentioned before. I want to thank Holly Mem, Merrick's mom, for helping us with all the financial stuff through here and all the problems. And I want to thank everyone that comes out and races these. I know there's a bunch of contact and stuff with certain people. I don't know how that's been going around, but just been trying to stay out of it. But I want to thank everyone that comes out and helps us, especially Holly, the Real Racewives of Texas, you. I want to thank everyone.
Yes, sir. And I'm guessing Tommy is your dad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he was in the chat telling me that, or talking to you through the chat during the race, that you need to jump that start and get going.
He was telling me to jump the start.
Yes, that's what he was saying in the chat.
Yeah, he came. My race sim is upstairs, and he came into the living room under caution and said, "You gotta jump that start, fool!" And I was like, "If only it was that easy." I mean, iRacing gets on you really quickly
Oh
with
yes.
these jump starts and stuff.
Oh yeah, they do. Again, congratulations on your win or on your second place finish tonight. Uh,
Uh, I also do want to thank my parents, my mom especially, with all this, and my dad. I mean, none of this would be possible without them. So,
oh yeah, I understand that one, man.
yep. Thank you. You have a good day.
Yes, sir. And there you have it, your second place finisher, Mason Mock. And now your winner tonight of Merrick Pipe. And Merrick, are you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
And I'm telling you, I think it's the broadcast on my end for all your wins. Still, I'm going to blame it on the broadcast. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
I know that you had to start at the back of the field, and with a tight bunch like this, what was your game plan going into the feature tonight?
It was just try to find a line where nobody else really was, and just try to pass as many cards as I was. You know, my M&M Motorsports setup was really fast in that race. And I felt like, at the end, like when it would slick off, you know how Mason was running this kind of like slider line, getting out of the corner. He was getting really loose, and I was just getting through it really nice. So, it was just I think that was the main point where I'd catch him. But on that long green flag run, he was really fast and it was hard to catch him.
Yes, sir. And like I was explaining to Mason, it's one of those that I missed y'all's pass for the lead. Were so what was going through your mind trying to pass him? I know watching both of y'all is mainly wait for the one to mess up. So kind of walk me through
Yeah.
your point of view, I should say.
So yeah, just like I said earlier, my setup was really getting out of 3 and 4 really well on the high side, and it was just really getting grip. And Mason got kind of loose, getting out of the corner and got out of the straightaway grip, and I was just able to sneak around the outside, get into one, and slide myself. And um, yeah, and that's kind of where I got it.
Sure thing. And I'm going to go over here to the chat for you. I was told by Tommy to take Pop Tart's motor. I'm guessing you're Pop Tart.
Yeah, I am Pop Tart. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I might just have a light crank, you know, all the stuff that makes you a bit quicker. Um but yeah, it was a really fun race, and yeah, I just want to thank Mason Mock. We really had a good race. He was really clean. I felt like I was really clean towards him, so um it was just really fun. It was really relieving when I got around the outside of him because it's hard to pass or throw another slider, so it kind of helped me, you know, especially when you slide yourself and they can't really slide you back. It's just really nice when you get the lead like that because it's just a one-lane track and hard to throw sliders on it.
Yes, sir, it is. And do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the real all the hot moms in Texas, all the all the race moms in Texas, Riverside Truck and Auto, Epperson, M&M Motorsports, for giving me a great ride. Um, Mason Klein Motorsports, and yeah, again the Real Race Wives of Texas, with a big sponsorship. So it was a pretty good payday.
Yes, it was. And what'd you call? Sorry, I'm going to back you up a little bit. What did you call the real race wives of Texas at first?
The hot race wives, the hot race moms in Texas.
Okay, I thought I
Yeah,
heard that right, but let's make sure.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just want to thank them for giving us the sponsorship, and we're really thankful for it.
Yes, sir. I totally understand that one. You walked off with $150 tonight for your feature win.
Yeah, it was really nice. Hopefully, I can get some more payouts like this. But I encourage you guys, if you guys want to get into the series, you guys can always join up, ask me questions on Facebook, whatever, and I'll always try to answer you guys. But if you guys want to get in, um, it's really simple. You just gotta pay the entry fee, and we'll give you the password, and you just hop right in. Um, and it's just a great way to spend a Saturday night.
If you can't spend the Saturday night at the track, might as well spend it at the track virtually.
Yeah, yeah. This is how we kind of freshen up for the real race season and
Yes,
stay
sir.
active.
Yes, sir. And again, congratulations on your win. Hopefully next week we catch you back over here in Victory Lane.
Yep, I'm gonna see what track. I think it's Husitz both night for both races. So tune in. That was a fun track earlier, a couple weeks ago. So um, yeah, just join up, and yeah, it's a really fun time.
Yes, it is. We'll catch you next time, man. And again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for broadcasting.
Yep, no problem at all, man.
All right, thank you.
And there you have it, your feature winner tonight of Merrick Pipe. And again, thank you for tuning in here on Right Rear Racing. The next broadcast that we're going to be doing here is going to be on Thursday for Regal Promotion Esports Mini Stocks, round number 5, I believe. And that starts at 7:15 Central Standard Time, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Again, you can tune in here on Facebook or on YouTube. And stay tuned on the Facebook page, as there's going to be merchandise dropping here soon that is going to have all the leagues that we broadcast on the back of it and everything. So support the page that way as well. Again, thank you for tuning in. We will catch you next time here on Right Rear Racing.